Quarantine props.
Getting pretty late. And action.
There's the moon outside, our makeshift moon.
Hello everyone! Welcome! It's Sam and Bart here from Trio Stories. We're back with another video to your screens.
This year we entered the Moment Invitational Film Festival.
This film festival is unique in the fact that it is showcasing small filmmakers who will film their videos with a phone.
The idea of getting creative with bare minimum of equipment was a challenge we were up for. We had really ambitious plans for our production.
We got hit in the face with lockdown. However, we were not discouraged.
And so we were back to the drawing board with, let's say, limited access to resources and the outer world.
We quickly shifted our focus and came up with a whole new idea, and we filmed our very first short film, How to Survive a Pandemic. Ding! So if you haven't seen our short film already, be sure to check it out first and then head back here for the behind the scenes.
The analysis, yeah, it's going to be linked up here, down here. Just we'll drop as many links right now to the videos so that you can find it easily.
So I guess the inspiration for our short film is quite obvious.
We wanted to make it relevant to the time that was upon us.
Reflecting our personalities, we decided to take quite a provocative approach to the topic. We obviously know that this is a very serious situation, but it was trying to also give people something to maybe smile about, question their actions, question other people's actions, but then at the same time also leaving a very important message. But we definitely did get some dislikes.
Haters are gonna hate, potatoes gonna potato.
Being the hugely unprecedented situation that it was, we had no idea how everything was going to go down. We didn't even know whether the postal services were going to be working. So as soon as we knew what we were going to be filming and the props that we needed, we quickly hit that order button.
It wasn't much.
The props we purchased were a pair of mad scientist goggles,
A killer smoke machine.
and a disposable hazmat style paint suit. We
goggles,
toyed
yeah.
with the idea of using a ski mask, not a ski mask,
Ski
ski
goggles.
goggles, because we wanted to give it that homemade look, the fact that I'm not actually a scientist, but actually the goggles gave it that parody,
That little bit more,
surreal
exactly, pushed.
look. With those actually came some amazing stickers, which we ended up putting on all of the bottles to give a bit of a sciencey look.
Yeah,
and that
like
really
the
added a lot.
radioactive or like danger.
And the final purchase,
My absolute favourite.
the smoke machine. It was definitely necessary. It added so much ambience and we used it in so many of the shots to fill the
glasses and
glasses up with smoke so it looked like all magical.
So cool. And in general, I did take the attitude and the approach that the more smoke, the better. Just smoking it out. I was on that button.
So our production costs were a grand total of £40, which is $50.
In terms of equipment for the production, we used the iPhone XS
The Moment 18mm wide lens.
and the Moment 58mm telephoto.
To take control of the settings, we also shot the entire film using the Moment app.
No microphone, no accessories, no gimbal, and because of that, for one particular buttery smooth shot, we used the Mavic 2 Pro. Although we know the importance of planning, we can be a little bit guilty of sometimes just discussing a shoot and discussing ideas but not actually getting anything down on paper. Well, we were taking this task very seriously, so the storyboard did come out.
I'm gonna claim that you did it. So Bart did these drawings. This is the horror that is the storyboard of How to Survive a Pandemic. Atrocious, isn't it? The first part of the story where the tension is building, that was really crucial to make the viewer feel like a bit stressed and anxious. So we wanted to get the different angles and points down there and actually think thoroughly about our filmmaking and process with lighting
and it ensured that the hook and that beginning bit, which is so important at grabbing the viewer's attention, that it was just how we wanted. Let's reel them off.
Okay.
It's time. First scenes underway. In terms of the first scene, we originally set up a newer LED panel on our balcony to imitate the moonlight. We also set up an aperture light on the floor in order to light up Sal's face from the underneath. We didn't want this light to be too harsh, so we diffused it using a homemade diffuser. We also used an RGB light behind the sofa to add a pop of colour to separate the character from the blandness of the background.
In this scene, we chucked a J.R. Alley edit on the TV, which was fast-paced to add those flashing TV lights on the character's face and on the surrounding scene.
Got a homemade gel made out of a folder here, just helping us to get that nice blue light. This shot with the fire is also pretty cool. We filled the vase with hairspray and then set it alight quickly to capture that fire swirling in the top.
Don't try this at home, kids.
We wanted to really test the capabilities of modern smartphones, so naturally we shot in complete darkness.
It was great to see what a phone can actually do and the extent at which it can perform in such tough conditions.
Yeah.
And we were so surprised. We were making the film and we could not believe the capabilities. It's just incredible, and
Absolutely
we had a
incredible.
million comments also not in belief that this was shot on an iPhone.
So we always had the idea to use the first part of the film to create like a building anxiety.
Outside China has increased certain
declaring a national emergency.
Pandemic of coronavirus.
Audio is really important here, like the sounds of the ticking clock and the growing and overlapping audio from the TV.
And because we didn't have an external microphone for the iPhone, we did most of the sound design in post-production.
The idea with the cure element is that it's a distraction. Find something which keeps your mind occupied rather than sitting and immersing yourself constantly in the negative news. The final scene of the film is where the character walks back into where she started, which reiterates the idea that this isn't going anywhere, we're in lockdown, we are at home. And this is actually where we wanted to hit the final tip in our how-to video, including that important message, which was to stay at home.
It was the idea of balancing the two and mixing the food with the medicine,
Yeah.
medicine with the food. Nom nom nom. Thank you so much for watching. We hope that you enjoyed this video. It's one that we've been meaning to make for a while because we were really overwhelmed with the feedback, and we just wanted to show a little bit more about what went into the making.
Yeah, we also hope this has inspired some other small filmmakers to start your production, because you can make a great film with what you've got.
And if you would like to see more, then don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. And I'm sure that we will be seeing you very shortly in our next vid. Bye bye. What do you think of the setup, Toad?
Are you sick?
I actually can't believe that. If you look at our apartment, I don't even understand what we've done. Oh, unbelievable, Jeff. We've actually bought a smoke machine for this. What are we doing?
It has been absolute madness, but we are done. We are finished.
It's been a good project. I think it's been a challenge. We'll see how it turns out. I'm pretty excited.
Anyway, we're tired. It's late. We're going to bed.
Farewell.
Bye.